A recent episode in the complex world of international relations and maritime disputes has caused tremors in the fragile diplomacy of the Asia-Pacific area. Japan, a country renowned for its strategic and historical importance, is caught up in a tense situation. 4 China Coast Guard vessels are said to have invaded what Japan considers to be its territorial seas when they were hit by missiles in this event. An already complex geopolitical landscape becomes even more convoluted as a result of this maritime conflict between China and Japan. We go through the complex worlds of territorial disputes, national sovereignty, and the wider consequences, the regional stability as we delve into the specifics of this incident. The contested waters between China and Japan, which have long been a source of conflict, are at the center of the issue. Territorial conflicts have arisen frequently in the East China Sea, which is home to a group of uninhabited islands known as the Senkaku Islands in Japan and the Diaoyu Islands in China. The incident in question happened when Chinese vessels described as belonging to the China Coast Guard are said to have entered the waters around these disputed islands that Japan claims to be its sovereign territory. The assault was met with a strong response from Japan, as it was alleged that missiles were launched toward China Coast Guard vessels. The daring and unprecedented missile strike highlights the heightened tensions in the area and raises concerns about when force is warranted in maritime conflicts. It makes us consider how to maintain territorial integrity while avoiding a possible escalation of conflicts. It is critical that we comprehend the geopolitical factors and historical background that underpin Japan-China relations as we traverse the complexities of this episode. There has been conflict over the Senkaku Diaoyu Islands for a long time since both countries claim historical ownership of the islands. The missile strike adds a fresh twist to the ongoing conflict. Even if missiles are being fired at Coast Guard vessels, the issue becomes more than just a diplomatic deadlock when military force is used. It might become a major flashpoint with far-reaching effects. It draws the attention of the global community as well as its neighbors in the region. This incident has ramifications that go beyond the individuals directly engaged. China lashes out, denouncing the missile strike as an obvious act of aggression, while Japan defends its action by citing the need to defend its territorial waters. There is a noticeable diplomatic impact from the episode, and there is reason to be concerned that relations between these two important Asia-Pacific players may worsen even further. The conflict between China and Japan provides a case study in the complex dance between regional stability and national sovereignty in the larger framework of maritime disputes. Geopolitical tensions in the East China Sea are already high, but they are now getting worse, necessitating a careful balancing act between defending territorial claims and averting all-out war. Aware of the unpredictability in the area, the world community observes with a mixture of worry and trepidation. Diplomatic fervor erupts in response to the Japan-China crisis as countries evaluate the possible consequences and look for ways to defuse the situation. To keep things from getting out of hand, the Asia-Pacific region's fragile power balancing necessitates a deliberate response. It is clear from examining the aftermath of this maritime conflict that it has significant ramifications for both regional security and international geopolitics.